Yo, what is up guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And in this video today, we're going to go ahead and do a level 10 Links showcase on Babidi and Majin Buu. So, why are we doing this right now? Well, as you guys know, the legendary campaign is currently upon us, right? So essentially what that means is you hop into the event. If you use a free-to-play Majin Buu Saga team, you can get boosted drop rates for the characters, and then, of course, the medals. I think I probably will hop in to go ahead and grind up Babidi, because, of course, the SSR is, of course, only Babidi. So this is essentially the best Babidi in the game. He's not really all that good, but he can definitely be a good running partner for this Babidi and Majin Buu if you're trying to optimize him or something. Which, hey, it is a showcase, so maybe I should have done that first, but we don't need to. So let's go ahead and just hop into it. In these level 10 Link showcases, I like to go over the card, right? So this card came out, I don't know, what, 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that? I think they're pretty good, and I think they're going to perform pretty well at level 10 Links. So real quick, let's go ahead and go over the leader skill. Majin Buu Saga category, key 4, HP attack and defense 130%, pretty good. I imagine upon EZA, it'll be a key 4 150, would be my guess. I guess we'll see. I mean, key 4 170 would be ridiculous, so for free-to-play especially. I mean, there's not even a key 4 170 in the game, so probably key 4 150. And then for their super attack, on their 12 and 18 key super, they're getting colossal and mega colossal damage respectively, and they're getting a medium chance of sealing and a medium chance of stunning. So it is kind of funny when you're doing events with them, sometimes you are sealing and stunning them. So it's just, you know, kind of funny. So let's go ahead and go over their passive. So I think it's a good idea with these units that aren't necessarily, you know, quote unquote complete, right? So I think they've built a lot of these Prime Battle units, including the new one on JP. They've built them with EZAs in mind, right? So they already know what they're going to do upon EZA, and they pretty much just nerf them, right, with flat boosted stats, and just not quite as good, right? So I think it'll be a good idea to go ahead and speculate what they could do upon their Extreme Z Awakening. So passive skill, key 3 attack and defense 40,000. Again, for a Prime Battle, that's good. They're giving themselves key. Plus an additional key 3 attack and defense 30,000 when the target enemy is in attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, so they can remember super 3 times, which is pretty good, and recovers 5% HP at the end of turn in which an attack was received. And you guys can go ahead and peep their stats here. I do have a plus 500 defensive equip on them right now, so they're, you know, this 14,793 is a little bloated, but that HP stat is monstrous, dog. That is monstrous. The only thing we need to look out for is their other stats. Their defense is very good. Their attack is a little low. I mean, their attack is on the level of like maybe a mid-tier Dokkan Festival exclusive or something like that. So, as you can see, I gave them a couple skill orbs. I mentioned the defensive, and then I just popped this level 2 crit on there, because why not, right? They are a unit that does additionals. I prioritized additional just because of the chance to seal and stun. I'm thinking Super Battle Road usually whenever I'm building my units, personally. So their links real quick. Master of Magic, attack 15%, and all enemies defense minus 10%. Brutal Beatdown, attack 15%. Fear and Faith, defense minus 10% and key 2. Not the best link there. That's kind of a bummer. But, you know, it's fine. Legendary Power, attack 15% when performing a super. Thirst for Conquest, attack and defense 15%, Nightmare attack 15%, and then Shattering the Limit, key 2, attack and defense 5%. Certainly a little bit limited on their categories. Big time bummer, man. I don't really know what Dokkan was thinking. They did not make the Majin Power team. They would work very well on that Majin Power and Power Absorption team, but for whatever reason, they pretty much decided to exclude this unit because of Babidi, which I just don't really understand, right? He's the source of the Majin Power. I don't get it. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into this event, and then we'll take them into some difficult content, and we will, you know, wrap up the video. All right, so here we are in the Videl Dokkan event. I decided to go ahead and just use this. So this support memory is going to give us, I believe, attack and defense for 1 turn, assuming we are up against a superclass enemy. Here's the deal. This unit, I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, this unit at very modest link levels is going to completely outclass LR Babidi and Buu. But keep in mind, this unit, for all intents and purposes, is quote-unquote, like, complete, right? Like, I think eventually, you know, in a few years or whatever, they'll get their Easy A, but I think this unit is poised well before this unit to get the Easy A, even, you know, based on their release schedule, I would say. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's do this up, because this is a very good rotation for LR Babidi and Buu, and we're going to go ahead and get them max key. Because we have the support memory active and everything else, like, let's just do it. Let's see what we can do. And we do have a lot of other support units on this team, so we should get a pretty good look at LR Buu and Babidi. So again, if we make it past this Videl, I mean, this unit, again, is going to go absolutely ham. They are very, very powerful. Do not sleep on them at all. So what are we going to get here? I mean, 4 milli, I mean, with the support memory active, that's a little bit higher usually than you'll see, but that's a pretty good attack stat, considering they can super attack 3 times. They seal, they stun. I mean, that's pretty good, man. We'll go ahead and check them out next turn. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and attack Gohan here, because he is invincible, right? So we'll go ahead and get a nice little look here at Babidi and Buu. So we'll go ahead and do this. And this unit, or excuse me, this team is obviously never, ever really hurting for key because of the 2 coolers, right? Supporting Terrifying Conquerors when you're up against more than one enemy. And then, of course, supporting Transformation Boost when you are up against only one enemy. So in this particular fight, it's really good, right? Because we're up against more than one enemy. All right. Support Toa, man, she's going to be a very, very good option on this team, along with, like, Siblings Bond and stuff, too. She's providing some really nice support. I believe 3 key attack and defense 30%? And she has the potential of supporting up to 50%. So this is going to be another, you know, really good rotation. We're not going to transform with Cooler. And we're going to go ahead and get this little attack set here for Buu and Babidi. So this is only going to be, this is no support memory active. And we're going to go just whatever the board gives us here, right? Let's not cheat every single time. So we'll go ahead and attack Gohan, and then we'll go ahead and have Cooler just kind of finish it off here. We'll go ahead and have him attack Videl, and then we'll go ahead and move on with the event, and then get Buu and Babidi into some tough content. So sharing 6 of 7 with this Babidi and Deborah. I didn't check his defense. We'll check it next time around. Still, man, 3.58. That's good. Again, we're in a showcase setting, but still, man, I mean, I mean, what did I tell you? I mean, 5.4 is pretty high. Pretty high for them. I need to level their links, because I'm kind of just realizing how ridiculous they actually are. I need to grind all of those Battlefield LRs. I need to grind all of their links. Oh, she's going to survive with, like, literally a cock hair, so that's nice. We'll go ahead and float. We'll float support Toa off, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do this. And we should be good to go after this. We'll get probably one more turn with Babidi and Buu. But guys, I think so far, we'll check their defense too. I think we'll have Deborah on rotation with us. So another pretty good linking partner is that Deborah. So we'll go ahead and get them linked up with Deborah here. Let's see. So yeah, still 6 of 7. And then 4 of 7. I mean, that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and let it rock right here. Will we get any additional key? We're not getting any additional key if we put them in the middle slot. So again, just for purposes of the showcase, let's just go ahead and do this. And then let's check their defense with a little support on rotation. Just shy of 100k. And remember that I actually do have a defensive equip on them. So I think that is going to be the one area I think we're going to see in this video of where they are going to need some big improvements, is the defensive part. So they're able to seal and stun. They're providing some nice utility to the team. And again, they can super 3 times, but I think maybe on super attack, they need to, like, raise defense or maybe even raise attack and defense. And imagine you're getting a 30% raise of defense 3 times. I mean, that's really good, because I think she must have been, like, defense lowered. I don't know, actually. Because usually you can't lower their attack in Dokkan events this late. I don't know. Maybe it was just a lucky double super attack. Oh, one more phase. Okay, my bad. All right, so we should be able to let's just kind of rip through this. You know what? Let's have some fun here. We'll get the Cooler transformation. Let's just go ahead and rip through Videl. So Videl, not a pure hybrid Saiyan, in case you were unfamiliar with that. She is actually a human. So we will not be getting the 100% chance to crit on pure hybrid Saiyans here, but we should still be able to shell out some really good damage with a support Cooler and a support Turles on rotation with us. So this could be fun. We'll just go ahead and end this Dokkan event, and we'll hop into some more difficult content. So let me know in the comments below what you're thinking of Buu and Babidi so far. I think we'll go ahead and run them in probably like Majin Buu Saga ESBR. I think that would be a good showcase of like their sealing and stunning effect. Let's see what he does here. 4 milli. I mean, for all intents and purposes, this guy is on turn 1. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty damn good. And then there we go. We get the crit anyway. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop into some different events, and I will be right back. Yo, what is up? Okay, so we got completely effing screwed on the first turn, and actually I still have a Whis active. We are here in Extreme Super Battle Road. Like I said, if you can believe it, right? So let's go ahead and get these for, what do we want to do here? Well, number one, so let's check it out. 124,000 defense, not really the craziest. Honestly, not really the craziest. Now, we do have Majin Vegeta sealed, so that is pretty good. So what I think we'll do is we'll target Majin Vegeta here with Vegeta. And what links do we have active? Obviously, Legendary Power and Shattering the Limit. So not really the best rotation, but if you can ever get this guy to exchange, they actually link up quite well. Again, the Hercule and Majin Buu. If you can get them to exchange, they link up quite well with the Buu and Babidi. So we'll go ahead and target Goku and go for the stun seal, if you will, on them. And I guess we're not going to pop another item here. I feel like a little bit too much. Like, let's see them with a little bit of damage reduction. This Vegeta, obviously, we're going to perform very well in here. He's going to have very high defense and stuff. He's max links and such, so. And with the double super, the 12-key super, remember, he raises defense. So he'll be looking mighty fine here. And then, of course, every tick on the key meter, he's getting defense. Yeah, very good from this guy. Let's see if we can stun seal this Goku. 1.98. So I think that, let's go ahead and get it, please. Like, let's just get it. And we get the stun. Beautiful. Give me one more. We do. Hey, there we go. This is the value of this unit, right? Being able to stun and being able to seal is very, very good. So we do end up sealing and stunning. And then, of course, with his attack lowered and everything else, we took double digits there. And then, again, we had the Whis active. So just full disclosure, we did have Whis active. Let's go ahead and move on. We should be able to kind of blitz through this. I guess we'll just kind of hurry it up here the best I can. I maybe should have targeted Goku, but it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. We got to take them both down eventually, right? So let's see what we can do here. We're really in no danger of anything, I don't think. I think we're going to be able to take down Vegeta with this single attack, and we should be good to go. So I don't think they're going to be tanking. Obviously, this unit will be, but I don't think they're going to be tanking the craziest or anything like that. We did get a good look at their tanking ability, but again, with the item active, so... Majin Buu Saga ESBR, it's difficult, but it's not difficult, right? Because of the just stable of units you have, right? So let's go ahead and hopefully take down this Goku right now, and we can move on to the next stage. I'm going to do my best to not go through this whole entire event. So I guess we'll go ahead and get... This is actually the rotation I want. So again, 6 of 7 links, man. They're going to be looking good. 120k. They're actually going to be a bit better defenders here. So let's see what they do. So we'll go ahead and get this for you, and they still can seal and stun with their 12 key, which I actually quite like about this unit. I think they're, I mean, dog, I'd say they're pretty solid. Like, I don't know that they're crazy. Attack lowered. Oh, that's a lot. I mean, I'm really hoping we get the stun here, because we might die, right? Let's get the stun. Do it. We do. Hey, check it out. And we take down Goku. So, I mean... Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and move on to the next fight. And let's see. Like, is there any type advantage we have in here? We do have type advantage against this Gohan. So we'll go ahead and pop a Princess Snake. Oh, yes, I did. I did go ahead and bring that. Unfortunately, not going to be relevant on this turn. We'll pop a Princess Snake so we can get a good look at Goku. Excuse me, Goku. Oh, my God. So we can get a good look at Babidi and Buu. All right, so let's see what is up. Actually, just for sake of the video, because we are trying to target type advantage here, and let's try and get rid of this type disadvantage, this pesky type disadvantage. So all they do, they greatly raise, and they won't have their damage reduction active. Did we enter with less than 40% HP? I actually don't know. I guess we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. Again, we have a lot of damage reduction out front. We should be all right on this turn, and we'll get a good look at Babidi and Buu on this next rotation. I mean, you love to see that. 4.19. I only managed to pull one additional copy of them, so they are currently sitting at 69%, but they are still wildly powerful. I mean, they're still pretty effing good, if you ask me, even at 69%. So shout out to all of you who pulled many, many copies of them. I would wager even their TUR is pretty effing good, too. So this is fine. Obviously, we took a bit there. That's fine, though. Yeah, here we go. Lower his attack, please. Thank you. There we go. I mean, this is bad. We could dodge, maybe? Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's what you want. That's what you want. Okay, so we'll get a good look here at kind of where we're at. So hopefully Gotenks just doesn't super attack right off the rip. That would be ideal. Let's go ahead and see how they do type advantage here. I suppose even if we get killed here, I feel like the point has been made, right? Like, their purpose in Super Battle Road, in Extreme Super Battle Road, is not to tank uber well. Don't, okay. Whew, okay, that's a lot. I mean, that's a ton of damage. I mean, oh my god. Their role is to seal and stun, right? And obviously they're going to, being able to triple super, they're going to be able to, I mean, they can do some stuff, right? Like, they can do some stuff. I like it, man. I do like them. I mean, you do need to protect them a little bit. I put them in harm's way on purpose here just to see what they could do. This is no items active, obviously. Yeah, I mean, we got screwed with all those STR attacks in slot 1, so this is probably just a good time to end that part of the video. Let's go ahead and hop into a long event, and actually, I would say a long event is going to be where they struggle the most. So let's go ahead and hop into one and see what they can do anyway. Okay, so we actually made it into the GT Legendary Goku event, where, as I mentioned, I think this is probably the one area, straight up, dude, they are just not really built for this stage. They really are more like a Super Battle Road type unit. Like, the fact that they are not raising defense or anything on their super attack, it's just like it does not bode well for them in here. They don't have damage reduction, they don't have guard, they don't have anything cool like that. Let's see what happens. I mean, they're going to get hit hard, right? 174 early on. I mean, that's a lot. They're tanking just fine on normals. But keep in mind, this is phase 2. So, I mean, it's not as though we're, you know, we're not like deep in the event. I mean, this is literally turn 2 in the event. So, and again, a lot of their passive is activated based on the enemies being able to have their attack or defense lowered or having themselves sealed or stunned. So, again, I don't think they're really going to be doing too much in here. It looks like we were able to lower the attack of this Goku. But that's, you know, this is a very short... No, we didn't. Well, they were tanking better anyway. So, oh, do they get additional... Yeah, they're getting additional attack and defense when they're sealed or stunned. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, well, there we go. Or defense lowered. So, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and move on from that. Maybe we'll go in like one... We'll do like one more phase here. I mean, I think the point remains is like they're not cut out for this type of event. This tandem, by the way, these GT support units, dude, they are so crazy. Just FYI, like, they are so wild. I love using these units in this event. I mean, this Trunks and Goten, and the Gohan and Goten, man. I mean, this Trunks and Goten, their defense is going to be like 9 million by the time we reach the end. I probably won't do the full event here, but you guys get it. Like, it would be so crazy high. And these guys, man, the way that they're able to triple super, I mean, they could easily be over a 3.5, 4 million attack stat if they get 3 supers with a little bit of support, that kind of thing. I love this tandem, right? This unit, I think, needs a little tiny bit more. You know, maybe some more buffs to the Android Cell Saga or something, but I actually think they could be pretty solid as well, you know, for a Battlefield LR. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's keep them a little tiny bit out of harm's way if we can. I mean, again, you know, 114k. We're on, by the way, joined forces. I don't know if you guys could tell. So let's just do this. So we'll do Let's get this for you. Let's kind of see what the orbs can do here for us. Yeah, we get a little bit more. That's probably the right move there. Assuming we don't die out front, I mean, we should be able to survive. I mean, I hope. Do we take 347,000? Yeah, actually, we might die. We might die. Again, you know, both of these units are a little bit limited by their kits. They're not built for the long event. You really want, okay. I mean, there you have it. I mean, both of those units, right? The Babidi and Buu and the Babidi and Buu, they're not really cut out for the long event. You really need units that at least like greatly raise once or something like that. So one more thing I want to do is take them into an EZA that I know they'll be good in, and we will kind of wrap up the video. All right, so here we are in the Int Ultimate Gohan EZA. So obviously going to be a very, very good spot for them. So remember that this Gohan is weak to Majin Buu Saga, Super Fizz, and Extreme Fizz. So again, you know, we don't have like the craziest rotation or anything. We're going to basically only have Legendary Power active, but let's just go ahead and kind of see what they can do. Obviously, you know, unless you're starting to grind into like the, you know, over stage, I don't know, 100 or 150 or something, I think that you could easily still use this Goku and Vegeta as your leader. I mean, obviously they're the optimal, so yeah, I mean, they're going to be very, very good in here. They're not going to struggle again until the very, very high stages because they have both aspects, both strengths, right? The typing and then, of course, the category. So this shouldn't do really anything. Yeah, I mean, 34K. Again, they're going to be a very, very good option here. So I think, you know, if you need a spot to grind Zenny anyway. Maybe not the most ideal spot until Fizz Vegito gets his EZA, which honestly, I need to grind his links, man. That could be sooner rather than later. I could definitely see them moving back into the Majin Buu Saga. There is so much still that we need. You know, we still don't have, from the Legendary Election, we still don't have a LR Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So let's go ahead and get this unit super attack for Vegeta, and we'll kind of wrap up the video here. So guys, in conclusion, I would definitely say that they are solid. I think particularly they are good for Super Battle Road. You could see like they were even still pretty good in ESBR. Maybe not the craziest, but I think we'll go ahead and check out their card. And we'll kind of go over maybe aspects of where they could improve. But I think easily it's very obvious, right? Like they need a way to raise defense. I think on Super Attack would be ideal. Just give them a 30% raise on Super Attack, and I think that that's going to be your best bet. So let's say you could say let's say they greatly raise attack on 18 key, and then they raise defense on 12 key, like a lot of other LRs. So for instance, I believe that Vegeta that we were just using, I think he has that same exact thing. I think LR Frieza, right? The first form Frieza, I know he raises defense, right? On his, I think his 12 key. Does he raise it on 18 key as well? I'm drawing a blank right now. You guys get it, right? So if they get the additional, and they can potentially get 2 additionals, they could raise their defense twice. So that could be really, really good. I love the ceiling and the stunning. Even if you wanted to keep them both at medium, I'm okay with that. But if you raise one of them to high, that's obviously going to bode well for this unit. You know, they have access to key. They have access actually to the 50% support Buu if you actually have that unit, which I imagine like 1% of the player base has. I myself don't have them. So they actually do have access to that unit on the Majin Buu Saga, so that's pretty good. And then, of course, like, you know, LR Kid Buu and stuff. Or not LR Kid Buu, excuse me. Fizz Kid Buu. So, but again, I like their kit, man. They obviously just need the stats. So these flat buffs, what ends up happening is they're not affected as much by these support units or anyone else around them, right? So that's kind of the bummer. Even their links, like they're not affected as much. So, but anyway, guys, I like the unit. I think certainly they can improve vastly on their EZA, but overall they're useful. I like them. Slap a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and of course consider subscribing if you are new. Remember, go ahead and grind them up. It's really, really easy to grind them up. It'll never be easier than right now, and of course you can get some really, really sick-ass rewards. And I will catch all of you in the next one. Later.